Alright, hopefully that works. Sometimes it just closes chat. Yay, Jenny! Some products or items you absolutely can't go without while hitchhiking. Well, the biggest thing that I absolutely cannot go without is a Snickers bar. Sponsor me, Snickers. Outside of that, I hate hitchhiking without a full camp setup, because if I have camping gear, and like water, then I know if I get caught out overnight somewhere, that I'll be fine, because I can just camp out the night and retry the next day. I haven't put any sunscreen on yet today either, and it's getting sunnier. Let's see, my thing just came undone. Ooh, that sun is hot. Thinking of a tipping backpack, removing one, and golden Snickers. Yeah, golden Snickers. Now, like the one right now is like a Snickers bar, but it's Hitch Live. We couldn't actually have it say Snickers because I think that's copyrighted or whatever word they want to use to say that they own it. But yeah, golden Snickers would be cool. They stay charged on your phone. I've got a lot of big mobile batteries, like 20,000 milliamp hour batteries, and they'll keep my phone and everything charged for about a day. So if I have 3 of them, that's 3 days. But I've got, like, the other thing I need to charge is my jetpack, which provides my internet, and that goes about a day, and it'll take like well, the battery size is 4,000 milliamp hour, but if I had I do actually have a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, but they're not perfect. I think that thing from 0 only gets it to like 55% or something. So I need like a 10,000 milliamp hour battery to recharge that. So that's another 10,000 milliamp hours a day. You always camp. Last night I camped. The night before I was staying at a viewer's place in Wichita. I've probably camped about half nights, stayed at people's houses, either people that picked me up hitchhiking or viewers that have offered me a place to stay. Like another, I don't know, 12 nights or something, and I think I've paid for accommodation 5 nights. Phone lasts 2 hours without a charge. Yeah, I'm directly hooked up to a big battery right now. Oh. Jesus. Yep, it's me. How am I doing today? I'm hot. I should already be there, but Mr. Security Guard at Learjet said I couldn't pass through to get to Airport Way that way. So now I have to do a couple kilometer detour. But that just sounds like I'm complaining, and I don't want to complain, so things are great. Honestly, things are fine. I just want to get to the airport and talk to some pilots and see if I can negotiate a ride in a plane. If that doesn't work, then we'll do it the traditional way with my thumb out on the road in a car. Can do the GIF of a falling backpack through better TTV, but Twitch itself doesn't allow GIFs, so it'd be free. Oh, that would be cool. I'd have that every time I'm hitchhiking with my bag down and my bag's falling over, we'd just have the backpack spam all the time, and it would be beautiful. I'd love it. Where are you at now? By the airport here. Last time you were here was in California. Oh, I am in Kansas now. We've come a long way since California. Made it to Wichita. Apparently a Learjet security offer could have held me back. Damn security. I think for real now. The solar charger? Not yet, but everyone keeps telling me I gotta try one out, so I might try one out. Solar charger manufacturers, sponsor me or hook me up with a review unit. I'll tell you if it works. Yeah, I've like looked into it, I just haven't got one yet. It'd be an extra 2 pounds, I think, or something like that. Yep, we're in Kansas. Where am I hitchhiking to? Every single state in the United States of America that doesn't have hitchhiking banned. And not Alaska or Hawaii right now either. So that's all but 7. Well, 5 states have it banned, and then Alaska and Hawaii make 7. Stick your thumb out on the runway? I wouldn't make it to the runway here. This is like a smaller airport connected to a national airport. But apparently Yingling's fine. But if I went to IMC, which is their national airport, Eisenhower National Airport, that wouldn't work out as well. Do you have an airplane ride hitched already? Like prior to this, I've hitchhiked on 4 airplanes, on 6 flights on this trip, but I don't have one hooked up for today or anything like that. Our favorite pilot, Todd, from California, Bakersfield, he said he knew one guy here and he'd send him a text, but I didn't get a message back, so I'm guessing that didn't work out. Jesus. I'm gonna have to take a water break next time I find shade. That mall cop just ruined your day. Yeah, and then when I started walking away, after I asked him for a ride there, he's like, no, I can't take you. Then he just slowly followed behind me. It's like slowly drove behind me. I'm like, what a troll. You're driving here anyway. Just let me hang onto the back or something like that. We can drive there. What states ban it? Nevada. Yeah, Utah, Idaho, Delaware, New Jersey. Where's my shade? Now it looks like I can go down here and then left because it's all connected on a road. Now the problem being, the road I'm connecting to, can you guess what it's called, everyone? Learjet Way. That was what the road I was on before, but then there was a gate at the end of that and I couldn't get past that. But it looks like it's open down here. It would just suck if I walked down there, like, what is that, 600, 800 meters? And then it's like fenced off, or security dudes just like, no, no you don't. I'm just trying to get to the airport, Jesus. Let me see if I can see. My eyes aren't that good. Can't tell. Let's just walk down there a bit. There's some trees, I'm gonna get some water. Some shade, and then that looks kind of fenced off there. I think I have to go back up, over, and then down. Well, shucks. Google Maps should like put up something saying that there's a fence at the end of these roads. Alright. Water break. Ow. Sure, that works. Oh. What a warm day. Set you guys down. Have a drink of water. It's a lot easier to stay hydrated than to get dehydrated than rehydrate yourself. Could just walk for another 30 minutes and be there, but I might show up there and be all lightheaded and not feeling good, so let's stay on top of things. Clouds look cool in the background. Here or when I was walking? I think that's when I was walking. Always forget Delaware? Did I forget Delaware? I thought I said Delaware. Utah and Nevada are both states 3 of residences, Kevin. Just hit me up if you ever need rides there. Cool. No, I appreciate the offer. I'll add you into the list of people who have offered me assistance or just friendship. Alright. Go. Kevin. Quad 829. Cool. You're in the list if I do end up in those states where I can't hitchhike. Gives me. Been watching since flew with Peter back in Colorado. Still missed the first bunch of flights. That flight in Colorado was great. Hopefully you have a signal for this upcoming one too. Yeah, if I get a flight today, we'll see about that. I think if it's just a small prop plane, it shouldn't be a problem. Although it depends which route we take. If we fly along the interstate, I think we'd be fine. If we fly like through the middle of nowhere, then yeah, we'd lose it again. Need a hitch and bust emote. Probably good. Just for kind of like reaction. Delaware is the biggest scam in the country. Interstate bridge runs like 5 miles and costs $4 to get through. Isn't Delaware like one of the places where everyone just incorporates their company there because they've got really lax corporate tax law or something like that? Ever looked at the water bladder packs, or is carrying that much water just too much mass? I know I have water bladders. I honestly just prefer to use water bottles and stopping and drinking on occasion. But I understand the benefits of having that. One, it goes right here on my bag, so that weight, water's heavy, is right next to my back, which is the best place to have heavy things, as close to your back as possible. So that's a benefit. And my water bladder is 2 liters. And the other benefit is you can have your the nipple, the thing that you suck from, like right next to you, so you can just go like lean over and like drink whenever. So it promotes more hydration, which is good for you. For whatever reason, I just don't like them very much. But I have, like when I went to Australia, I carried my 2-liter bladder, and then when I went through like the middle parts, like where things get really out there, I carried about 5 liters of water with me, including that 2-liter bladder. So it depends on where I'm at. Northeastern / Central Florida. Alright, gotta add you to the list. You'd give me a ride, but you don't drive and you live in England. Well, I might go to England, but the not being able to drive part, it's hard to hitchhike. Thieving night. The chance of a creepy flyer come in. Let's hope we don't need to get one of those. Oh. Kevin! Quad 829. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for the support. And thank you for the offer of places to crash or assistance in those areas. Yeah, I think it was a ride you offered. So, yeah, thank you for the support in both in real life offers and online support. Have a basketball could give you a backy? I'd take it. It'd be awkward. It'd be me and then like 60 pounds of backpack on me as well. Like, it's a fully loaded bicycle. Alright, while I'm here, I'm gonna put on sunscreen too. I've been outside too long today. Like, it's kind of a high overcast, but that doesn't really block that much UV. And I'm probably already close to burning, so. Let's put some sunscreen on. My hair is getting in the way. What make are your boots? Are they good ones? They're not actually hiking boots. They're probably like what you call fashion boots. They're by a brand called Frye, F-R-Y-E, and they make high quality leather goods for men and women. And I bought them used. They're really cheap, but they had a Goodyear welted leather sole, which isn't good for my uses. So I took them to a cobbler, and the cobbler put on some Vibrams, like a chunky sole, and I've used them as my hitchhiking boots. What I was kind of, so like probably there'd be boots that'd be better, like a proper pair of hiking boots or something like that, or even a pair of shoes. Albeit when I walk into the bush at night, I do like having a little bit of that ankle support. What are these red things? Gosh, these little tiny red bugs. They're so small. Hopefully they don't bite. But what I was looking for in a pair of boots is something that can work in the bush but also looks okay in the city. And a lot of hiking boots are very, very hikey, you know, with like rubber rands on the front and back, which is like the stuff to protect your toe and heel cap from hitting on things and stuff like that. And like really kind of sporty lacing and stuff like that, like stitching on the uppers and stuff like that. and I just wanted a full grain leather upper without any of that techie thing stuff, and no waterproof breathable membrane. I don't like having waterproof shoes. If I need things to be waterproof, I'll put on waterproof socks. Like on a day like today, if my boots were waterproof, I'd hate everything. I hate it all. It sucks having sweaty feet. And yes, they're waterproof and breathable. These waterproof breathable shoes, but it doesn't really compare to a non-membrane shoe. Even though they're breathable, it still locks you in. Alright, I think that's good on my face. Now it's just my arms. And then we can go after a little final sip of water. Oh, someone asked me about backpack. Timberland boots are good. I've heard they're alright. Hopefully not fire ants. I think fire ants are bigger. These guys are so small. This is the ittiest bittiest. What would I incorporate into my own hiking backpack? Well, like the suspension system has to be comfortable. So that would be like where your back sits and the shoulder straps and the waist belt. And that's probably the most important thing, is how that backpack distributes the weight onto your back, but ideally it puts essentially all that weight onto your hips and your legs. Your shoulders aren't really designed to just carry weight sitting on them all day. Your hips are though, or your legs are. Your legs support weight, that's what they do, they carry you. So a good suspension system to transfer the weight onto your legs is the biggest thing. But then I'd look for some lightweight materials to manufacture it out of, some very tough but lightweight materials to make it out of. This bag has a ton of features, but it's not that light. There's a whole lot of lighter backpacks out there. One thing I do like is the top lid on this thing, the lid that kind of flops open, and then you access it from there. That unclips and then unfolds into a small day pack. So when I'm flying and I still have to have my camping gear, if I'm flying and I'm not camping, then I'll carry just a carry-on bag, and I wouldn't bring a bag like this. But if I'm bringing camping gear, I need a bag closer to this size, and I'd put the day stuff I need in this top lid, undo it, unfold it, and then it's an actual day backpack, and then I use the main compartment as my checked bag. And I quite like that feature. Now it really depends, because then at that point I'm combining features of like an ultralight, with some really lightweight material, and like a fully featured backpack, like a detachable top lid that turns into a backpack. You really should have I'd really want to design two backpacks. One would be like your premium featured backpack, has everything you want and need, and then a more minimalistic, very lightweight, specifically for like multi-day kind of hike backpack, where it's comfortable, but it doesn't have any of that fluffy stuff that you don't need. So I think I'd have to make two. One, yeah, that's like premium featured, good for backpacking and has a bunch of pockets and stuff like that. And the other one would be minimalist, lightweight, and comfortable. Yeah, I'm by the airport. I still got probably a kilometer to walk. Sitting and having a break at the moment, or are you waiting for something? I was walking for the past while, and I decided to take a water break and to put some sunscreen on, but I'm pretty much finished now, so I'm getting back up and walking to the airport terminal, where we're going to try and hitchhike a ride on an airplane. I'm not sure how this one will go. This is a more major airport, We're not going to Eisenhower, like the main airport, where we're going to a smaller offshoot airport of that airport, and we'll see how it goes. The convertible transformer of backpacks. It's a cool feature, but it's like a lot of extra material if you're never gonna use it. If you're never gonna use it, it's such a waste of space and weight. But I use it, and I find it to be a really useful, because on my longest trip, like 8-month trip, I had another bag, my old bag, and I had like a lightweight day pack inside my backpack for when I wanted to check out a city, but I didn't want to bring my big bag. So on a trip like that, this thing's great for it. But if you're never going to use a second day pack, then it's a waste of weight. What do you mean hitch a plane ride? You walk to an airport, you talk to some pilots, and you see if you can hitchhike a ride on an airplane. I've done it on 4 airplanes so far on this trip. We're going to try and make it a 5th. Alright, I'm ready to go. I'm rehydrated, sunscreened up, rested, my back's a little bit less sweaty. Let's get to Yingling. Alright, I'm just going to look at a map one more time before I start walking. Yeah, let's rock and roll, let's do this thing. Just got to look at a map first, make sure I don't walk in the wrong direction. That would be a more ideal route to take, but we've just dealt with Learjet Way, and apparently Learjet Way doesn't like us. We got escorted off the premises. I thought it was a public road that connected to Airport Way, but it's not. It's a private road, and security didn't want me there. I asked for a ride. They're like, nope. But then they just slowly followed right behind me with their lights on and escorted me off the premises. If you're gonna drive behind me anyway, might as well just drive me off the premises. I'll take a ride. And I try to get a picture with him and be like, yo, you're ride number 67. But that was probably the most exciting thing that happened today for him. So there's a guy with a backpack, and I told him he couldn't walk here. Yes. Albeit, I was about to walk up to a fence and there was no way around the fence, and I'm like, oh crap. So I would have had to turn around anyway. I have some strong legs. Depends what you mean by strong. You know, like, they have no problem carrying this extra weight and walking all day. But like, I'm guessing a lot of you could squat a whole lot more than I could. Like endurance rather than strength. Well, I'm guessing they had every right to. I'm guessing it was a private road. I thought it was a public road and it just connected to the airport, but I'm guessing it's a private road. Thought Kansas was a nice place with nice people. Well, apparently that particular security guard, every other security guard I've been talking to, they're all chill. He wasn't chill. I even asked him. I'm like, will you? So I have to go out there, turn right to the airport. I'm like, can you take me? And he's like, no, sir, I cannot do that. the high security. Yeah. And I don't mind security. I'm just complaining for the sake of it. Dude's doing his job. I have nothing against him. Alright, we're almost there. Marine World. A bunch of boats and like motorboats and stuff. Is there a lake around here? Where are we at? Wichita, Kansas. Near an airport. There's a lot of airports in Kansas. Or in Wichita. But we're by one of them. Of course, there's no sidewalk here, really. Guess they didn't really plan on anyone walking to the airport. No one walks to the airport. They take a taxi, they drive, they take a bus, anything but walk. Wichita day 4. Is it day 4 already? We got into Wichita one night. And I had a night of like, or a day of trying to get a cell phone. That didn't work. Then I had yesterday. And now it's today. I guess, like if you count the first day when I showed up in the evening as day 1, then yeah, it's day 4. Holy. I never stay anywhere that long. This is crazy. Gotta get out of here. Also, those clouds are looking not menacing, but not friendly. I think the Air Force should help you. Yesterday, this guy picked me up, drove me to another airport. I was at one airport, and then he drove me to another airport to try my luck there. And he told me that on weekends, sometimes like the Air Force guys show up there and just go, because there's a restaurant attached to it. He said like they'll show up there in like Black Hawk helicopters. I'm like, wouldn't that be the dream to hitchhike a ride on a Black Hawk helicopter? I think I'd have to retire hitchhiking right then. I don't think you can beat that. But they never showed up. And even if they did show up, I'd give it a 1% chance of working. I doubt they'd even be allowed to take a civilian. But wouldn't that be cool? See what adventures this day brings? Exactly. Every day is a big unknown when you're hitchhiking, which I love. You find money or items on the floor. Never found money. One time I found like a magnetic radioactive sign that I guess got put onto the outside of a truck hauling radioactive material. That's the coolest thing I saw. And I brought it with me and then it broke. And then I threw it out. Is it tornado clouds? Sure doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like that kind of storm cell. Hitchhike with the army. I got picked up by the Lithuanian military. They drove me to the Latvian border. What would I do with the circus? I'm a professional hitchhiker. What do they want with that? It will start to rain at 12:30. It's 11:09. Well, crap. If it starts raining, or like, well, especially if there's any thunder and lightning and stuff, then I'm gonna have to hang out at the airport. Because, like, I don't mind the rainstorms on the west coast, but if it's like an actual storm here with lightning and stuff, then I really should be in some form of shelter. Risk management and all that. Now, are they gonna make it easy to walk to the airport? I doubt they will. Who walks to the airport? Circus is hard labor. Like, I'm not opposed to some labor, but like when I go on trips, my trips are always just for leisure. I save up money beforehand, I don't mind doing a little work, but I don't do a leisure trip for hard labor working. Although maybe some people would consider what I do as far as traveling, hard labor traveling. You ever build your own shelters? No, I don't do any bushcraft or anything like that. Don't think it's gonna be serious? Okay, then that's not bad. The Lithuanian army picked up. Did they sign you up for this new recruit? No, they're super friendly. They picked me up in like a Humvee type armored personnel carrier type thing. And they're like, oh, and I told them I was Canadian. They're like, oh. They couldn't speak English, and I couldn't speak like Lithuanian. Well, they could speak a tiny bit of English, but I certainly couldn't speak like Lithuanian. They were nice, but they drove me right to the Latvian border. They're like, all right, see ya. Welcome to Latvia. Walking that much is hard labor. You get this house so you can sleep all weekend. Oh. Chat closed again. Means I can't read your chat again. Why is Twitch doing this? I don't know if it's Twitch or if it's my app. And when chat closes, it never reopens, which means I have to restart the stream again, which is extremely annoying. Let's just double check. On my secondary phone, but I'm gonna have to restart my stream again. Second time. Yeah, the stream's fine, but my chat's broken. Okay, I have to restart the stream because my chat's broken on my main device for actually reading chat. So I have to restart. So don't go anywhere, I'm just restarting the stream.